Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Robbers took over Benin Agbor Road, shoots passengers. We know that at this time in this country, this is what is really happening, and it's rather very sad. Where the government of the day, insecurity is actually a situation that has become unprecedented in this country. Passengers, in a vehicle on Saturday, have been shot, in around Edo State. About 10 armed men blocked the express road, shot passengers, robbed motorists, and even killed some. This is where we all need to get on board and ensure that there is security. You know, ensure that our people are safe, ensure heavily armed gunsmen has hijacked a truck which they use to barricade the road and start robbing travelers going to the east. Can you imagine? And we know that this period people are traveling, most especially going back home and all that. Over 100 vehicles were stuck at the attack, which made passengers to scrap for safety. Some of the drivers started orders for calling order for their colleagues who halt their journey and parked near the armed checkpoints. And there were police on the road. Oh. This police will not go and dislodge those groups so that the road can be clear. The soldiers who saw the development as an armed force called for reinforcement and moved to the robbery scene where the robbers were dispatched and barricades were removed for vehicles to continue their journey. The soldiers ascertained and assured the motorists that the passengers to proceed on their journey as they have chased away the bandits, the same bandits that are in that Edo Express Road, at Benin Edo Agbor Road, bandits from the north that have crept into the south. Our witness, one Mr. John, who claimed for anonymity, told our correspondent that two people were shot by the robbers. I don't think that one of the victims will survive. The gunshot injured him because he was shot at a close range in the heart. The other survived because he was shot in the leg. Can you imagine? Bandits. So it is a normal thing on the road. It is a daily occurrence as robbers will always block the road on broad daylight to challenge the passengers and even security operative if there are any on the road. Sometimes they may not rob but kidnap, who will now pick their victims and go and pay huge ransom. This ugly attack incident happened always immediately you join the that express road, Benin Agbo express road. We need presently security agencies on that road. It is a shame that gunmen will take affairs of the road and block it and rob travelers on challenge. We are in trouble in Benin if we continue to allow this to happen. Can you imagine? This is in Benin City, this is happening, and people are very sad saying this is happening and nobody's challenging them, nobody's calling them to justice. It's a sad occurrence of what is going on. This is what they do, they go about freely, and nobody's saying anything. Nobody's saying anything. Everybody's just keeping quiet and allowing this evil to happen. It's very, very sad. It's very sad. We need to get on board and we need to speak up. We need to speak up. We need to make sure that our governments are on top of it. We cannot just, sit down and allow them to continue to bamboozle us and just give us empty promises, but we need to let our government, we need to let those security operative, we need to make sure that they get to work. We cannot all keep quiet and allow evil to continue. It's unheard of. It's unheard of. We must stand up for our rights. We must be able to say the truth without fear or favor. What is happening right now in this country, if care is not taken, we are not creating opportunity for the life of the children of those after us. We need to stand up together. We need to be able to say enough is enough. What is going on is unacceptable. It cannot be accepted. It cannot be accepted in any way, form, or kind. And that's why we almost need to make sure that we get on board and understand what exactly is going on. Presently today, Nigeria is unsafe. It's not the doing of any governor or any government. It is the doing starting from the federal government. It is the doing starting from the very federal government who have refused to declare this group, call them the name that they are. This group go ahead and carry out atrocity, and nobody is speaking the truth. Everybody rather just keep quiet and allow them to go about, go about their way, and just, they're even praising them, giving them money. This is unheard of. This is unacceptable, and this should not be allowed in any way, in any among any people. But the government of Nigeria has continued to allow this to happen. This should tell you that we all need God, and that God is our safety. Because this God, Buhari is like one of the most selfish person in recent days and time. I can assure you, he's one of the most selfish persons in the recent days and time. And that's why we all need to stand up and tell ourselves the truth that what is going on is unacceptable. Is unacceptable. We cannot allow this to continue to happen. It can't. We cannot allow it. We cannot allow it to continue to happen. We all need to rise up. We all need to say the truth. If we continue to keep quiet, it's as though we are happy with what is going on. And nobody is, really speaking up and saying enough is enough. But when we all stand up together and say this is what we believe in, we cannot allow this to happen, then we can see truth and reality of what is on ground. What is currently happening today is, everybody keeps quiet, nobody's saying the truth. How can broad daylight, these people be so bold to move about on broad daylight? Nobody challenging them, nobody telling them off. There are no security operative to, to speak up the truth. Then you think that they will just get away like that. No, they know that they are having their way. Nobody's saying anything. So why would they feel any different? Why would they feel any? So we all need to get on board with it. We all need to. And thank God for the people of Edo State who are speaking up, saying we need to speak up. Oh, what's happening now cannot is not acceptable. We cannot allow it. We cannot allow this to continue. The people of Edo State are speaking up and are saying enough is enough. Enough is enough. Want to call on Governor Gordon Obaseki, the governor of Edo State, to please make sure that things are put in place to ensure the safety of the people. Speak to the security operative. This road, especially that Benin Agbor road, needs to be secured. This road needs to be people need to feel safe. People need to be able to go about their businesses, their lives without fear, and through determination. Anyway, guys, what do you think? Leave us a comment. We'd like to hear from you. God bless you. Have a fantastic day. From us, it's bye for now.